Hi, my name is Karin. Welcome to the Feel Good, again, Contemporary Pilates and Slings exercise sequence. Do you know these days where it's just not going exactly accordingly to plan? Well, I have these days. And if you're like me, you feel a big black scary thing breathing down your neck all day long. And it's a little bit hard to shake it off, so you could light some candles and wear some calming colors, and you can roll out the mat and do some movement, which is what I prefer to do. So if you want to join me, roll out your mat and have a small softish ball ready, not to throw at the big black object, but to release your neck, or you could throw it really. Depends on what the object is. Anyway, so getting into the body, so you're getting out of your head, starting from a kneeling position, you can move into 4-point kneeling, and then from 4-point kneeling into an inverted V position. Now, I love inverted V anyway, but especially when I need to transfer some crowded energy out of my head into my body because it's a strong position. I feel what I'm doing. There's a lift of energy up the back of the body, and it's beautifully releasing, but also it's very, very strong and body focused. So bringing in a bit more movement and distribution of energy, or transferring what energy is maybe stuck, transferring it into positive energy, we add a wave. So it's a big wave into front support, and then folding the body into an inverted V position. So if you want to join me, exhale, curl your tailbone under, draw up from your pubic bone, roll forwards, inhalation, lift or fold into inverted V. Exhalation is drawing up from pelvic floor, abdominals engage, front support, press the hands away from the feet, fold into an inverted V. So feel the energy flow along the spine upwards and out to the shoulders. And then pressing the hands away is increasing the strength and distributing that good energy all around in the body. So do that 2 more times. Exhalation, rolling forwards. Inhalation, folding, opening the back of the hips, lengthening the back of the thighs, all the while strengthening arms, upper body, front and back. So 1 more time. This time hold the front support position. Bring the knees down to the floor. Relax the top of the feet, and then sit back into reverse rest. Reverse rest is also called child's pose, so it's a very lovely position, calming. So you could stay for as long as you like. And if you feel not quite calm right now and you need to transfer some more mental energy into your body, the next exercise is going to do that. So arms overhead, transition, forward fold. Lift, high kneeling position with the knees hip distance apart or wider, whatever suits your body. Now strongly engaging pelvic floor and abdominals. Thigh stretch is hinging back from the knees and then slowly coming back up. So you have the quadriceps working. You have the abdominal muscles working, the hip extensors. So very, very strong exercise. The only movement is in the knees. So hinging back from the knees, keeping the rest of the body very, very strong. And if you do it slow enough, it will definitely shift your attention from your mind into your body, feeling exactly how much strength that needs. It's also improving flexibility. Let's do it 1 more time, just to be sure. Because ultimately, whenever you go down, you want to bounce back up. So sit back, bounce up. This should feel really, really nice and effortless. So 1 more time. And if it's not quite that effortless yet, sit back slow, fold forward a little bit in your upper body, and then curl up with the same wave-like movement as you had in inverted V and big wave. So tailbone curls under, pubic bone lifts up, sitting back, curling up, So you can open up again, front of the body, lifting the sternum towards the ceiling, opening up from the knees to the sternum, and then sit back and bounce up. 2 more times. So definitely feeling better right now. Next time you can stay low. On your heels, take a seat on one side of your legs. Take the legs to the front. Shuffle forwards on your mat. So you have plenty of mat behind you to roll all the way down, so you can lie on your back. Now, to transition from sitting into a supine position, I'm using the basic roll down. So you can close the legs if you like, lengthen your spine. Draw back from your pelvic floor abdominals again. Long flexion through the spine, so a long arch. Slide the feet along the floor until the feet lift effortlessly, and then you're rolling all the way down until you're on your back. Hug your knees close. And it's just amazing how that big black cloud is disappearing effortlessly when you get into some really nourishing movement. So from here, place one foot after the other onto the floor. The feet are hip distance and parallel, the knees slightly bent now, bringing the energy even more into the body, but in a very mellow way. Place the ball underneath the back of your head. Take your arms out to the side in whatever position is most comfortable for you. And then we go into a small neck movement first. So you're turning your nose up towards the ceiling, going into a pattern in which we are often held when we have a bit of stress. So upper neck extension, and then out of the pattern with a small nodding movement, opening the space right underneath the skull, pressing the back of the head down onto the ball, and then release. So one more time, into the pattern, to get out of the pattern, and then strengthen that new alignment of the head and neck. Can also roll from side to side, massaging the muscles right underneath the edge of the skull, or you can massage the tissue on the edge of the skull or a little bit further up, whatever feels best. And in the end, one more time, center the ball going into that little neck movement. Should be very soft now, lengthening the back of the neck, slight pressure. And now with that sense of calmness in the body, we want to re-establish a feeling of centeredness and stability. So leg floats, engaging through the center, pelvic floor, deep abdominals, breath is flowing. Inhalation is a leg float, one leg is lifting up, and then exhalation, the foot is lowering down, replace it. Exhalation, inhalation, change side. And with your exhalation, slowly lower the leg. It's a stabilization exercise in which the pelvis stays centered, and there's kind of a sense of heaviness, so feeling the weight of the bones, the pelvic bones, and then adding a very light leg movement. So deep stability. If you feel you want to work a little bit more strongly, you can go into an alternating leg float. Inhalation is one leg lifting up. Exhalation, the second leg is added. And then with the inhalation, the first leg lowers. And exhale the second leg. So one more time. The other side initiates. Now, while you're doing the basic leg float version or alternating leg float, the back of the head is slightly pressing down. First leg, one more time. One leg is lifting up. And then the second. So from this really lovely centering exercise, arms up towards the ceiling, lift your head, lift your shoulders, hold on behind the knees, and start with a rocking movement that turns into a generous rolling like a ball. So bringing energy back into the body, and then take the most comfortable sitting position and have the most beautiful day.